people thinking is automatic and repetitive. You don't think. Thinking happens to you. The statement I think implies is as false statement as I digest or I circulate my blood. Digestion happens. Circulation happens. Thinking happens. The voice in the head has a life of its own. Most people are at the mercy of that voice. Such a beautiful quote. Hi.
What mean mercy?
Mercy, like the mercy, the control of the voice, of the mind.
Okay.
You're in the mercy of it, you know. So if he is good for you, with you, is good. You're good. But if he's not good with you, you're in a bad way, So you're in the mercy of him. He chooses. How do you feel? So how you feel? So hi, we are now in the episode number. Now we are just continuing talking about New Earth, and now we are talking today on the pain body. And I wanted to start with this quote from episode number 5, which talks about the pain body. And I think this is such a beautiful quote about thinking happens to us. This was really mind-blowing for me, aha moment, like that I realized, like really, it's like digestion, it's a circulation of the blood. Thinking happens. This is the job of the mind, always to create more or bring more thoughts into your aura or into your life. Yes, and yeah, we don't have so much control, and we are truly in the mercy, so many of us in the mercy of our mind.
See, yes, I think is how most of people think is automatic and repetitive. But
Yes.
they think the thoughts is automatic and repetitive.
Aren't they? They are. Think about it. You don't have repetitive thoughts?
Yes, but I can stop if I understand if is repetitive means is I'm slave of these thoughts. I wanted to remove this.
What was your repetitive thought that you removed?
When I have fear means if you're attached about your feeling is repetitive and you can't stop.
Fear.
Yeah.
Did you have a specific repetitive thought?
No.
So for me, I'm trying to remember which, because I know for sure I had repetitive thoughts. And thank you for the chicken and all the animals around us. Such a beautiful place here. We're right now in Kenya, Africa. Such in a beautiful place in the mountain. So there are many animals accompanying us. So my point is like this. I think every time the chicken has this voice, we have to breathe. What do you think? This is a reminder.
Yes.
To take a breathe, to let go. I like it. But I would say, like, my repetitive thought, when I had depression, it was like, I cannot handle this anymore. Cannot handle this anymore. Can I do this? I wasn't suicidal as much, but I didn't have any plan or something. But I really, this is all the thought. This is it. I'm not able. This ends. Like there will never be something good in my life. I destroyed everything. I lost everything. And it was after a breakup, so I thought like my whole world like was crashing down. And this was a really strong thought that repeated, like continue. And for some time, I truly believe that. I truly believe there is nothing good in this world. Nothing will come good in the future. I'm done. Like nothing good will. It's such a madness, you know. And now I'm in Africa, eating the best fruits of my life, like fenesi, jackfruit, like bananas, tomatoes, avocados, such good fruits here. And I was in Thailand, in such a many beautiful places and tasty places in the world. And just to think that a few years ago I was like, this is it, I'm done, you know.
Yes.
That's a repetitive thought, and I was really truly in the mercy of my mind, and I suffered so much.
Repetitive thoughts become when you are attached. When there is a strong emotion Is this the repetitive thoughts? There is no repetitive thoughts.
There is no what?
There is no repetitive thoughts.
There is, Fabio. What do you mean there is not?
If there is no emotion,
If there is no emotion.
no attachment.
So the attachment comes only if you have emotion?
Yes. Is the fuel. The emotion is the fuel of the thoughts.
Oof. I think, yes. It's the fuel. I don't know if it's connected to it. Yes. It's the fuel, it's the energy. A thought comes, then then emotion comes, and then there is so much energy, and then thought, and then there is no way to release this kind of energy, so your mind is going to think again, and this is all like a vicious circle that really makes you suffer. But I will tell you what, the attachment only because of emotion, that's interesting. I think it can be attached only by thoughts. You don't have to have the emotion. Yeah, but emotion helps for the attachment.
But I believe also is strong instrument also for learn. If you want to learn some things, repetitive this. For example, if you want to learn one language, repeat the word with emotion. This gives
Exchange the word with emotion.
Yes.
For example,
the children, when we learn, we exchange the emotion with the words. We give emotion in the words. It's like this is the bag. What is the bag? One emotion.
we give emotions to the bag. We give emotions to the words.
Yes.
That's so interesting. I never thought about it. Okay, but what? Okay, so let's go back to the quote, and I just wanted to start with this important quote to make people realize. Wait a second. Really thinking, I'm not in control of it. Okay, sometimes it just happens to me. Don't be attached to it. Separate yourself. Yes. Why it's so important to realize that, Fabio? That thinking happens to us and we are not in control. Why is so important to understand that?
To understand, think, what you mean?
Why it's so important to understand that the thinking, maybe I will answer because while I'm asking, I have the answer, I feel. The thinking happens to us. We are not in control of it. It's like digestion, okay? It happens. We are not in control of it. The body does what the body does. And the mind also always produces more and more thoughts.
I think we are in control.
I think the realization we are in control, but the realization is that we are not our thoughts. It's so separate from us. It just happens, It's part of life. They come and go, Just like a moment. Sometimes a thought comes to me, like for example, to us, or I don't know, to whatever. I'm not good enough, or I'm this, or I'm that. And you just need to understand this is just the mind work, just the mind blubbering, like it's the chicken. The chicken also makes all these noises. This is what it does, And don't resist. Like I do now. Don't resist the chicken. Don't resist the mind. Let them be. This is their job. This is what they do. Like the breathing, like the mind, like the blood, like digesting. This is what they do. Do not resist. Let them be. Do not be attached to it.
Yes, yes, you have right. But we are human being. We need to elevate ourselves for don't think. And we have a beautiful instrument because we can think conscious. We can create our think conscious.
How do we do that?
With emotion.
What do you mean?
I mean, today No, today. Today I have a beautiful computer. I am so glad. And if you do every day, or 5-10 times a day, inside you, unconscious, these thoughts go back
To where?
inside your mind.
Okay, and then
You create the reality with this, with your thoughts.
what reality do you create?
If you are glad, you receive more.
Okay.
If you want to improve some things, you should create your thoughts.
Manifesting.
The
Actually.
is yes, it's the key of manifesting. But before you should be, don't have thoughts. Before you should remove your bad stuff. After you can create.
Should remove your bad stuff. What do you mean remove your bad stuff?
What you don't want in your life, your thoughts, your repetitive thoughts you don't want, your which
Gotcha.
thoughts you don't like.
Fabio, I have to tell you that the universe tests me right now. You know, I think I'm spiritual, but it tests me. Like the chicken with the noises. Like also, we will share, I hope it's okay for you, Fabio, the fabulous Fabio. You're fasting now for 2 days, right? And
This second day, but it's okay.
It's
Or now is my life.
it's the second day. Again, you're fasting, and there's a little bit smell from you that I also need to surrender. Yeah, but this is, I think this episode is so important. We continue, but just to be real and to share. So thinking happens to us, and you said in the beginning we can be control of it. You know, I think Eckhart Tolle and many like him are more using the mind from consciousness, and they don't let the mind, like a dog, just go around and be wild. They control it. You know, they have a control over it. You want to say something?
No.
Okay. So also for us, and what helps? Like what helps to control the mind? I think for me, the biggest thing that comes to my mind is meditation. Meditation helps me a lot to realize the strain of thoughts and also to connect to the consciousness. Suddenly, I have thoughts that I didn't think about before. Like really, I don't have access to these thoughts before. I only have the access to the madness of the world and how do I fix and what do I do. And suddenly, when I meditate, I have such a perfect, simple solutions. Such a calm voice that talks to me and just like, you can just do that. It's okay.
Let it go.
So yeah, many times just let it go also. Surrender. Surrender is so important word. Many people have a hard time with this. I know I had trouble time with this like a few years ago, many years ago, because people think surrender is just giving up, but it's not true. If you can do a change, and I will repeat it every chance that I have, if you can make a change, do it. If you can remove yourself, remove yourself. But if you cannot, accept and surrender. You can also choose to accept. Like some people have a job, they don't like it, but they provide them with social or economical benefits, so they stay, okay? There's nothing bad, they accept the situation. They don't resist it. If they cannot and they suffer and they cannot accept, they should change. Yes.
Okay.
I think it's time for the continue of the second quote. So, in addition to the movement of thoughts, there is another dimension to the ego: emotion. Not all emotions are of the ego. They turn into ego only when you are identified with them, and they take you over completely. That is to say, when they become I. Emotion is the body's reaction to your mind. Emotion is the body reaction to your mind. I absolutely believe in it, because when you have a thought, a bad thought, and everything is still and everything is perfect and everything is calm, only a thought can really disturb you and make you feel sad, depressed. On the other hand, I do believe there is emotions like around that you attract for some reason. Okay, you can be in a perfect place, you can be with no thoughts, and suddenly you have a feeling of sadness. Okay, so this kind of an energy that you attracted for somehow, or even anger. Many people, even if the situation is okay and everything is fine, they have suddenly a feeling of stress, or like a very hard feeling, and then a thought comes, oh, person is bad, or this, just like a thought comes after. This can also happen. Yes. Fabio, what do you think about this? It's very important to realize that. This is why I wanted to bring it, because we always think about the thoughts as the ego, but it's also another dimension, which is the emotion. It also can become the ego if you are identified with them. So, for example, you do it very nicely.
What I said it before.
Yes.
The emotion is the emotion is the body reaction to your mind. But I think it's not the truth. I think it's before emotion.
It can be both. Because think about it, you have a thought right now, or somebody comes to you and tell you, you're stupid, how dare you, I hate you, and then the emotion comes.
The emotion comes, and after emotion comes the thoughts, the repetitive thoughts.
Okay, so both ways. That's what Tolle says.
Okay.
Can have both. Sometimes it comes before, sometimes it comes after. The important thing is, from this quote maybe, is to realize that also emotions are not you, okay? And they come and go, and don't be identified with them. For example, you are depressed, you are sad, or you are fearful. Don't think I am this, okay? Because it's repetitive or it comes so often. Don't identify with this. Oh my God, this is such an important lesson. Because when you're depressed, and sometimes you want to be a victim and you just want people to hug you and listen to you, and you say, I'm depressed, or I have this, or I have this. This is also very dangerous. You can be sad, you can be depressed, but don't attach. You can say, I have a depression feeling right now. I have a sadness right now. I have a feeling of fear right now. Don't say I am X, because then you're identified with it.
Yeah.
And this is so horrible to identify, because then you like, for so long you want to continue this state of mind, and this is not a good place to be, in a depression or sadness. And then also when you change your words, you also identified from this feeling. You understand this is only temporary. It's not who I am, and makes your life easier. Fabio, since I told you about your smell, you stopped talking. This is why?
No.
Or to the mic even, you don't talk.
Okay.
But why? Don't talk about. Don't.
Yeah,
you look at the words all the time. Just be present, Fabio.
I'm not present now.
Why not?
I think other stuff.
What do you think about?
What we talked before.
About the person?
Yes.
We can share? I can share?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are now in Kenya, Africa, and we are here in this beautiful place on the mountain, very peaceful, but it's far away from the markets, which we buy usually fruits. We eat usually mainly fruits and vegetables, and to go there you have to take a motorbike, and there is some arrangement with the hotel. So some guy takes us for a certain amount, and then we go and back. And today, this guy came to Fabio and asked him for money to repair the motorbike, because apparently we didn't drove it for the past few days, but apparently there is something happened to it, and he asked us money to repair it if we want to go to the market, and also he raised the.
Okay, you think this is victim?
is who is the...
Before,
Wait a second, I just
yeah.
let me finish the story. And then you just wanted more money for the repairing and also to take us. Although yesterday we didn't use it and somebody else used it, and maybe it's because of that, but never mind. And he came to Fabio. I was in the shower and he came to Fabio. And it's so funny. Fabio tells me in the morning, I can share, Fabio, right? You told me, like, it happens to me all the time. People mistaking kindness for vulnerability, which was so beautiful by you to say that, because I do sense it, Fabio. Do sense people see you and they feel they can use you, you know? Although you are very mature and grown, this is how you feel also?
Yes.
So you're thinking about it right now. What are you thinking exactly?
I think the universe give challenge for if you are stable, give a challenge for change you. They sometimes brings some experience and you see the victim, and when you are attached with victim, the feelings can brings your energy is a sense of guilt.
Sense of
Guilt.
guilt. Okay, so
the
you're feeling
thoughts,
guilt right now?
the repetitive thoughts is not about fear. It's not. It's about sense of guilt.
Why do you feel guilt? Who do you blame? Yourself? The others?
Myself
Why?
for don't for open my kindness.
Papi, I think this is your lessons from Africa, because here they really test you.
Yes.
And you really grow. You think this is your
No,
main...
but it's okay for me. It is.
What do you mean it's okay? You
This is
suffer
for
a
a
bit.
release. I'm okay.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
if you want live repetitive thoughts, you should accept this.
If you want to leave them,
Yeah,
just accept the
don't
situation.
take care about this,
Exactly.
but
how do
I
you
need
protect yourself? How do you protect yourself? Because it happens more. It happens also in Bali. People ask you to give them money.
Yes.
Happens everywhere. It tells me every place that I stay, people mistaken kindness for vulnerability and always ask me for money. Sometimes you give, sometimes you don't.
Yes.
But now today it catch you and you felt really bad about it. It felt like not so much, but it really caught you by surprise also. Again, here it comes again.
Because it's like when you like some things and one person want to change your life. It's like this. When you are baby, you want to play football, and the one person talks about another stuff, and you, what? What? You want to play football, but your parents brings to you in the school. Okay, the experience is the same.
You're surprised.
Surprise? Why? I don't think about market. This I want fast.
Yeah, you want to be fasting now.
Fast.
Why do you talk with me about getting to the market?
I want to say nature. Why I don't want? This is the surprise. Open my protection with the thoughts. So now I need the time for release this.
Yes, Fabi, you know what you taught me? Tell me people can tell you there are a message from the universe, you know? There can be a message from the universe.
Yeah, sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Sometimes no. And what do you think? I think I told you yesterday. I felt it. Fabio, I felt it.
And you felt when you see the window. It's like I see the sky. I felt no, I should change.
That's
this
what I
is
told you.
my point of view of yesterday night.
You saw me.
I saw you to see the sky.
Yeah.
and yes, we should change.
I felt it. I don't know why. Usually I really like to stay in one place for a long time, but I felt it. The universe, like it doesn't want us to stay in one place for so long. It wants us to change. And I think this is very important for the universe. It wants people to create, to change. If you stay in the same place, you almost don't change. Almost don't evolve, you know? And and the universe gives me signs. It told me, listen, this is time for you to make a change. And and I also felt another feeling. I felt if you won't, I will make you change, you know? And then I was like, no, 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 okay? We will change. Don't worry. We will go somewhere else. Sounds madness a bit, but this is how I felt. And then this morning this happens, and we are very dependent on the market, actually, not maybe today, but usually we are because we eat fruits and vegetables and it's far away from here. So now we like in some kind of an issue. But it's okay. We can pay or we can say no. And we can just like decide on the same spot. Now we don't need to go. But either way, I think it's the universe sign to change, Fabio.
Yes.
Maybe
Change
to
or surrender, okay.
yeah.
But to
I don't want to
be
surrender.
strong.
I want to change.
Okay.
I want to change because I feel it's time to change. I feel it's time to. We're doing a lot of stuff here, but I feel like.
But because now you have a strong energy. You don't have the process of energy digestion. If you eat a lot, you won't stay in one place for rest.
Yes.
So now think about now, and after you eat, understand if change or no.
Absolutely.
Because you are more real now, respect after
yes.
it.
So this is a very big important. I want just to simplify it and really share with people. If you want to make a big decisions or important decision, make them before you eat, okay? Because the digestion takes the most of the energy, right? And you cannot really make good decisions when you eat so much or when you eat. Just make them as early as possible before you eat, you know? Like right now, we still didn't eat. It's around like 12 or 11:30 in the morning. We didn't eat. And I feel so peaceful. And nothing scares me, you know? But then I go to eat and then all the state will change. I know that, but this is a good reminder also.
Try to eat less today until you are satisfied.
Yeah, this is
your stomach satisfied.
It's so hard. I understand. I completely understand. I think today I don't have so much to eat. I don't use salt today, so I don't think like with fruits it's easier for me to stop. When I don't mix and turn, I just eat
It's
them.
the best. When you don't mix, it's more easy for stop.
Okay, I want to continue. Though the body is very intelligent, it cannot tell the difference between an actual situation and a thought. It reacts to every thought as if it were a reality. It doesn't know it is just a thought. Do we need to elaborate more? This is so nice. I just want to swim inside this text. So nice.
So the body don't know the thoughts.
The body doesn't know that this is not a reality. It thinks
okay.
So when you dream about somebody chasing you, okay? So your adrenaline is rising and your blood and everything is like preparing yourself, you know? But if you, yeah, exactly. So your thoughts has a lot of power. I will just continue this quote. Since the danger is only a mental fiction, the energy has no outlet. Part of it is fed back to the mind and generates even more anxious thought. The rest of the energy turns toxic and interferes with the harmonious functioning of the body. This is a very important thing to say. Like, I just want to, your thoughts will make you ill if you identified with them. Okay? They will really make you ill. If you always if you will not be able to stop and say, okay, my mind is going crazy right now. It's like a child. It's like a dog, really. The rabbit is going crazy right now. Let it be. Let it be. Oh, okay, you want to think that? Okay. Really, it took me so long because I'm overthinker since I was a little child, really. My mind didn't stop to think, and there was moments, even before Eckhart Tolle, before Oprah Winfrey and all whatever, I realized what's going on. This is madness. Like I cannot like the stories, and I was like, what's going on? This is too much.
How much thoughts you have in one day?
So many, so many.
You never
It's too
try
much.
to count the thoughts.
Never. Can you? Oh, so
I
for
think
you can
yes.
count, I think, because you don't have so many. You don't have so many. Or do you?
I have thoughts for creation. For creation, yes. For what I want to do, this stuff, but no with negative stuff.
How did you come to be like this, Fabio?
If you put water in one glass, you can't put another water in this glass.
What?
If you put the mind is like one bottle.
Okay.
A bottle.
You can use the water to put it in one glass or in another
Before,
glass.
okay,
Ah, got you.
there is two person, I and the ego.
Okay.
I'm more fast to put the
I got
water.
you. Fabio, that's amazing. That's amazing. I don't know how I saw. I'm not envy. I'm just like surprised. How did you get there? Like maybe because you were a child and you've been through some difficult
but
stuff.
also if you are focused in one things, you don't thoughts. If you have passion.
If you have passion for something, okay. Exactly. You ignore or you don't pay attention so much to the negativity or the madness of the world. You continue.
For example, now
passion is a good thing.
Now you do, and you don't think to bargain for buy some things, some fruits, because
No.
you have different water now.
Also because I'm not in the market now.
Exactly, but you can do also in the present moment.
You're doing it very nice, I have to say. I really feel it when we travel together. You have so much emotions come to you, fear, anxious, anger. You tell me, it just came and I just release it. I don't identify with it.
Yes.
That's amazing. I have to say that a few days ago, I had this sense of anger in me, like my pain body. We were talking today about the pain body. And I felt it on my body. I just wanted to like fight. I just wanted to be angry. And then I just like really from the book and from what I learned, I just realized it's just an entity, just like part of me, okay? It's not who I am. And just like focus on it for a second. Like focus on my chest, focus on this part of my body inside. I imagine it like a balloon inside my body, like this pain body that just wants to fight and eat more of these negative emotions. And I just look at it and just like be with it. And I'm telling you, Fabio, after like 3-4 seconds, it's like exploded. Not exploded, but just like such a calmness happened to me. It was so amazing. I was not angry anymore. I was not angry. I was not like, there is no need to fight. I accept it. I surrender. Amazing.
You realize the illusion.
Yes. And when you do it more and more, you realize it even more.
Yes.
Okay. So unconsciousness, assumptions. We're talking about the ego and how he hurts the well-being of the body. Okay. So there is so many thoughts that come to you, repetitive thoughts like unconsciousness assumptions, like people cannot be trusted, or nobody respects and appreciates me, or I need to fight to survive, or there is never enough money, or I don't deserve abundance, or I don't deserve love. This is like many people have these repetitive thoughts. I need to fight to survive. There is not enough money, and people cannot be trusted. This is also a very bad one.
This is not simple for detach these thoughts. It's like when you don't have money, you think about I don't have enough money.
Enough money.
This is not simple. this you should really work for detach this. I also sometimes I have these thoughts, so I really understand it.
You understand it's not easy to detach yourself, but how do you do that?
Mm, put new in your mind.
New thoughts in your mind.
Yeah.
What
Or
kind of thought?
do some things you love in your life.
Yeah, there is like a line, like a very thin line between, I think, like changing or going to a better place, giving better conscious thoughts, and to really ignore bad emotions, you know. So for me, it's to just to see them. Don't react to them. Don't try to fight them. Don't try to bring positive. It could be nice, but it's a lot of work, and you give it so much energy. Just like let it be. Okay, this is the mind games right now. Can understand, makes sense. Okay, what can I do now? Okay, I continue my work. It's like you have a test. Many people who went to the university school know this. When you have a test, when you have like you need to learn for a test, so many thoughts come to your mind. All the horrible things in the world, like just do think about me and don't think about the test. Don't think about the studying right now because the material is boring. Blah blah blah. So all the thoughts, and sometimes you just like, okay, I see you, thank you, but not now. Thank you, but not now. I continue to do whatever I need to do right now, which is to study, which is to search for another economic options for me. You know what I mean? But I don't, and also it's very helps to have a positive mind, once in a while to be grateful for what you have, to manifest maybe abundance, to think there is enough for me, and to say it out loud, to say it many times a day, it helps. But also, if the bad thoughts come and comes, just be there. Okay, here it is again. I see you. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. I see you. Thank you for coming. Like a guest.
Yes.
If you want, like, if there is a bad guest that come to your hotel, and you always fight with him, don't come. I told you not to come. Why did you come? I like Sarah more. Sarah is a better guest than you. Okay, Sarah, come. Sarah, don't listen to him. Come. Don't talk to him. You come. He goes. No, you're just like, okay, I see you. Come. You can come here for a few seconds and then you go. Come and go. Come and go. Eventually, the thought will not go because it just wants your attention. It wants just your energy.
The energy is the fuel of the thoughts. What do you think?
I think the energy creates emotions, and this creates energy, right, in your body. And then if you don't work out, run, do something quick, or push it away, it will generate more thoughts. And then it's a vicious circle. Emotions, and then energy, thoughts, emotions, energy.
Okay.
Okay, the voice of the ego continuously disrupts the body's natural state of well being. Almost every human body is under a great deal of strain and stress. Not because it is threatened by some external factor, but from within the mind. Wow, this is so beautiful. I cannot. Fabio, okay, I chose the best quotes, yes, but it really is like so much stress. And it's not because there is external factor, especially we are not threatened every day by external, but the mind went a bit too far, makes us so much of us suffer. And this is why so many people are becoming more spiritual, because they can. I know for me, I couldn't stand anymore, couldn't stand the pain anymore. We continue. A stream of negative emotions accompanies the stream of compulsive thinking. Fear, anxiety, anger, bearing a grudge, sadness, hatred, jealousy, all disrupt the energy flow through the body, affect the heart, the immune system, digestion, production of hormones, and so on. fear, anxiety, anger, sadness, jealousy, hatred. They disrupt
So
the
all
energy.
affect.
Yeah, so if we are angry, if we are fearful, we really disrupt the energy that flows to the body, to the immune system, to the heart. I consider myself, I don't want to be too attached, but I very consider myself a healthy person. It's very important for me what I put inside my mouth, Also mentally and physically, the surrounding and everything.
Before,
But just like, but then when I'm reading this quote, I'm just realizing how much I have to be very conscious and aware of the feelings like fear, anxiety, anger, how much to disattach myself from this, and realizing they hurt my immune system, they hurt my body so much,
yes, I said to you before, if you have some negative emotion, you don't need to eat. You don't should eat, because this food become poisonous. Because all food have so much, a little bit, have water, the food. And the water is the memory in your body. So when you eat some things, this becomes your emotion also.
Got you. So you have to release these emotions and then you have to eat?
The best is this.
Actually, that makes so much sense. But you know what, Febe? So many of us eat when we are sad, anxious, because we don't want to deal with these thoughts, But the quickest way is just to be with them, to let them go, be with them, and then to be in calm state, and then to eat. Because when you eat, when you stress, yes.
What is this sound?
It's a dog. Hi to you too. Okay, this is a perfect time for us to do a short break. We will continue this episode. Thank you for listening.